Man, this is a lot of drinking, but I love to drink, so I don't mind. And I also love to try new whiskeys. So if I finish a bottle and decide to buy another one, that means I really, really, really liked it. So I'll let you know out of the 11 I finished the last couple of months, which ones I'm gonna buy more or never more. Welcome to Whiskey Bank. My name is David. And the ultimate compliment, the ultimate rating I can give any whiskey is I spend my money to buy another one after I just finished it. Because let's be honest, I have a lot of whiskey. And to get another one, it must be really good. Second, some of these bottles I actually done review videos of. So I'll let you know if I change my mind. All right, let's get right to it. The first two bottles, and really, really easy layups. Buffalo Trace Maker's Mark cask strength. Easy buy mores. These are good easy sippers. These are good over ice. And these are fantastic for cocktails. I love my old fashioned. But when you have it 5-6 times a week, you get a little boring with that traditional good, but just like steak, if you have it every day, especially the same steak, you get a little tired of it. So I change it up a little bit. I add a little bit of Maker's Mark cask strength to give it a little proof. Add a little bit of chocolate bitters as well. And I use orange and strawberries. Man, then you get the weedy goodness, the strawberry tartness, and the chocolate bitterness. Mwah. And again, that change of pace really gives it where, I want to have an old fashioned again and again and again and again. Maybe I shouldn't have it that much, but hey, let's enjoy life. All right, the third bottle on the list, Michter's Single Barrel Kentucky Straight Rye, coming in at 84.8 proof. So this is about $40 in my area, and it's a buy more. It's floral, minty, just enough sweetness, but it is spicy and delicious. Well, I don't use this for cocktails per se. I do have it neat most of the time, but it's good over ice, good over everything. Also, even though it's lower proof, 84.8, it packs the flavor punch. The reason? Michter's uses a very low entry proof, with about 103 proof. So if you think about it, if it goes in at 103, give or take a little bit, it comes out at 103 proof. And they only water it down, let's say 15%, give or take a couple of percentages to make it 84.8. So the flavor still stays in, it's less diluted. While if it's let's say a barrel entry proof of 125, and you're getting some things at 90, now you're getting 25, even 30% dilution. So a lot of that flavor that's extracted from the barrels gets diluted with water. So this is why Michter's, even at lower proof, is delicious, packs a punch. Number 4 on the list is gonna be Pikesville Straight Rye Whiskey, coming at 110 proof and aged at least 6 years. Maybe this should have been part of my layup group, but this is a buy more. It's sweet, spice, and everything nice. Man, that's a lot of rice. So this is very delicious. Just buy more. I don't need to say too much. Number 5 on the list, and one that I might receive a little bit of comments per se. Sagamore Spirit Double Oak Rye, coming in at 96.6 proof. And for me, it's a Nevermore. This gets fantastic reviews. A lot of people love it. A lot of people say it's the best rye or their go-to rye. And especially around $55, everyone's on the list of the best ryes that they have on the bar, or the best affordable ryes, or best value, etc., etc. I'll be honest with you, I think it's all right. It feels more finished than it feels like it's double oaked. It feels like it's almost like a Cabernet finished or a sherry finish, almost in a sense. And I love Sagamore ryes. I love their cask strength. They're 8-year, they're bottled and bond, but double oaked. I got it. I was so excited to try it. When I got the first sip, I'm like, okay, maybe it's just because it's the first sip. I need to get used to it. But after finishing most of the bottle, it's not worth my money. And at about $55 to $60, I'd rather just buy something else. So for me, Nevermore. If you're enjoying this content, do a favor for me. Push that like button. It really, really helps me out. All right, the next 5 are ones that I've done review videos of, and maybe I changed my rating after I finished the bottle. Maybe I didn't. Let's find out. First up, and the one that I did my first YouTube video of, Knob Creek 12. So I get a buy rating. I gotta say, I changed my mind. It's a strong buy. Like when I tasted it, when I had it, I thought of a strong buy in the video. But because of my first one, I was like, I can't give my first one a strong buy. That feels so, it feels like it's not a good baseline. But if I did it now, easy strong buy. 12 years, come in at 100 proof, sweet, a little bit of nuttiness, a little bit of spice, a little bit of fruit, a little bit of oomph, a little bit of puff, a little bit of everything. It is absolutely delicious. And at 12 years, I think it has the right amount of oakiness and a slight drying bitterness at the end that reminds me of, let's say, coffee or like black coffee or dark chocolate. It's so well-rounded, it's so well-balanced, and coming in at $65, yes, it's not available all the time, and I think some areas it's not available. It actually takes a lot of hunting. But for me, in my area, I know a couple of places right now I can go get it for 65 bucks. So it's rarely available. 65 at 12 years. Just can't go wrong. Absolutely, I changed my mind from a buy to a strong buy. Buy 1, buy 2, buy 5 if you can. The 7th bottle on the list, and actually it was my 2nd video. So this is like going through memory lane. Frank August, small batch, coming in at 100 proof. This for me, Nevermore. I gave it a whole rating in my initial video, and I would keep the rating the same. Try before you buy. I said, it's a $30, $40 bourbon in a $30, $40 bottle. And I stick to it. It's a good bourbon in a really pretty bottle. I mean, this is the only bottle I'll keep out of any of these. I'm gonna throw all these away, but this one I'll keep as a decanter or maybe my Infinity or anything else. It's $75. 75 freaking dollars. I mean, you could buy 3 of this. You could obviously buy this and a 12 pack of beer. I mean, it's more expensive than Rare Breed, Jack Daniel's Barrel Proofs. I mean, I could go on and on. It's the cost. I think if this was $40, maybe $45 because of the pretty bottle, maybe $50, I could give it a, buy rating. But at $75, just too expensive. Not worth the money. Nevermore. All right, number 8 bottle on the list, Redwood Empire, Rocket Top, Bottled and Bond, Straight Rye Whiskey, coming in at 100 proof and aged for 5 years. My initial rating on my review video was a hold, and after finishing the bottle, I do change my mind. It's a sell. It's just too expensive. It's $90. $90 for this. It's good. I think it's worth 50, maybe 55, because it's a craft distillery and it is something a little unique, as it's 87% rye, 7% malted barley with 6% wheat and no corn. So it does give you a little bit more of a different feel than your traditional ryes. But just because it's different doesn't mean it's worth it. And so it's a solid rye. It's worth about $50, not $90. And if I had a blind between this and, let's say, the Jack Daniel's Bonded Rye, most likely I'll take the Jack Daniel's. Even if I had it with, let's say, the Michter's, it'd be a close battle. And this is $40. So, some of these craft distilleries, I understand they have to, make some money, and they're not able to mass produce, they can't produce with the efficiency in terms of cost that these big distilleries can. But at the same time, $90 for 5 years? That's a little bit too much for me. All right, number 9 bottle on the list. It's getting a lot of bottles. I must do a lot of drinking. Holy God. All right, it's gonna be the Fray Ranch Barrel Strength Single Barrel Total Wine and More Pick, coming in at 128.04 proof. My initial rating on this was a hold. Try before you buy. And so now, my rating, after I finished the bottle, I changed it. It's it's a buy. Have one on yourself. I gave this an 8.8 experience when I first tried it. And after I finished it, it's still an 8.8. The reason the rating changed though is because it's so much easier to find and it's gotten cheaper. I paid $100 for this, and at the time they only had store picks if you want to get the barrel strength. So some stores were charging $120. But now they come up with a non-store pick, farm strength, uncut version coming in at $80. And it's pretty easy to find. Like if I go online, again, it's the West Coast, so it might be different than what your market is. If I go online, I could easily find it within about a 10-mile radius. I know about 4 stores that would have it, and I could buy it instantly for $80. So because it tastes so good and now it's come down in price, plus it's easier to find, I gotta upgrade my rating. New information means new ratings. So for me, now a buy rating is a buy more for this video. The 10th and the last bottle. Man, this is all within 2-3 months. Oh wow, that's a lot of drinking. It's gonna be the Logic Craig Barrel Proof. Now this batch is C922, and this is an easy buy more. I give this a buy rating in my video, and it's still a buy rating. The only reason, allocation. I know it's a little bit easier to find in my area, but most areas I heard in the East Coast and Midwest, it's much harder to find. For me, it's $75. But when I see some whiskey hunting videos on YouTube, some of those stores up in the East Coast and South, they mark it up to like 100, 120, which I still think it would be worth it. But man, I would have to think about it. I mean, that's for sure. So for me, it's $75, and it's pretty, the allocation is not too hard to find. Easy buy more. I'll buy this up to $100. As you guys could see, I love drinking. I think this video really captures the essence of what I want to do with this video, which is if I like it, if I'm drinking it, am I enjoying it? If I enjoy it, am I gonna buy another one? Because that's really what really matters at the end of the day, right? Do you really want to spend your money on it, or you don't want to spend your money on it? So I absolutely love doing these videos. Let me know if you want to see more. Also, let me know if you agree or disagree with me, or if there's some that you always buy more, or you just hate and will never buy more. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.